Hello and welcome to my EE classes using Active Presenter. Remember, for you to be able to use Active Presenter, you need a window or a Mac, and a window from 8.1 to 8.1 to Windows 11 will work for Active Presenter in trying to record your computer screen. So we're going to look at how to use Active Presenter in creating a narrative on how to use Excel sheets in referencing values, plotting of graphs in different chart styles. So let's assume we've done step 1, which is download and install Active Presenter. Now how to record your computer screen, saving the video, editing the video, upload and share, example using YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, TeacherTube, and creating a QR code. Let's assume we have a data we want to plot in Excel. So this is the data we have that we want to plot in Excel. The data involves two different tables, table 1 and table 2. So copy table 1 and 2 originally from Words to Excel. So that's the first thing you should do. So we need to copy table 1 and 2 and take to Excel. In copying the table, just click the star arrow, then copy, then you go to Excel sheet, and paste the value there. These values are for the loss factor. You go for the second one, same thing, just click somewhere in the box, this positive sign will show. You just copy, go back to Excel and paste. So this is for the loss factor. For clarity, let's change the labeling to loss factor, which is LF, and for this, which is a dielectric constant, we just put it as DE, dielectric. Done. So automatically, if you go back to the tags, it means we have done copying table 1 and 2 original from Word to Excel. The next is to compute the ratio of loss factor to dielectric constant and label as table 3. So when you go back to the tables, you just copy same, because we are still dealing with the same figure. We're looking for the ratio of the same parameters that have been given, so it's for us to just copy the same range of the parameters, titles of the parameters. This time around, the ratio of loss to that constant is called loss tangent, so we'll call it LT. Now that this is done, for you to get the ratio, you now need to do the equating in Excel. It has a language they use in Excel for you to do whatever 1 plus 1 plus 2. You must have to reference the material, and reference material, the equal sign comes into play. So equal ratio of the loss factor for the first column divided by the loss tangent in the first column, and you enter. Double click. After entering, double click on the first figure, every other value will enter to the end. You repeat the same thing for the rest column. This divide by dielectric constant, the second column. You double click, all goes in. You go to the next, equal to third column, divide by the third also here, enter, double click, everything comes in, equal to fourth column, divide by the fourth column here, because that is the question asked, the ratio of the loss factor to the loss to the dielectric constant. In referencing, the equal sign is equal to is important, because if you don't reference the material, if any number changes, it will not be captured automatically by the computer. So now you've answered this question, second question that says create another table for loss tangent. This has been done within 3 minutes. So if we go back to the same question, it says now plot a scatter line graph for tables 1, 2, 3 as shown in the video. Now we go to our Excel sheet. In plotting the graph, you just highlight and shift control down key, picks every number to the bottom, and then click on insert. You come to charts, figures, select the chart you want to say scatter graph. This is scatter and this is scatter. Now the graph has been shown, but for us to make it look beautiful, you need to do some editing. In editing the graph, I need to remove the grid lines. So you click the horizontal grid line and now delete. Click the vertical grid line and then delete. If you look at the graph, they're embedded at the center, so you need to state where we select the kind of chart style we want. This is it. So you remove the grid lines, just click any of the grid line, then and delete. Then we have the axis. You need to format the axis. The axis is from 8 to 9 gigahertz. So 8 to 9 for the x-axis, and for the left axis, it's okay the way it looks. Second thing we need to add, and for every graph there must be an axis, so add the axis. On the horizontal axis is the frequency, and then on the vertical axis is the loss factor. So that is done. There are other editing things you need to do if you want to. We'll go to the next, same thing, highlight and then control down key, it picks up everything. Then you go to the top, insert, chart style, scatter, select which to do. Then we have format the axis. We are looking at the axis, 3 should be the minimum, and then 5 for allow. On the x-axis, remember it's 8 to 9 gigahertz, and then 8 to 9 gigahertz. 8 to 9 gigahertz. That's it, and then remove that's for the dielectric constant. Then for the loss, same thing, Ctrl Shift, highlight, then insert, scatter, chart style, depending on the window you're using, Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11, formatting our axis from 8 to 9. The vertical axis might be left that way, and then we clean, delete grid lines. It comes out clean and pure. Then you add your axis. So frequency, click on the axis and the frequency, and you click on the vertical axis and you write plus tangent. This, add on the axis to frequency, then we'll have dielectric constant. Beautiful. So the 3 graphs have been plotted using Excel. So definitely this is easy to do. After doing this, you now let us check if other plot, and then submit your work on the link. So before submitting your work to the link, you need to stop recording because it's still recording on the screen. So we go back to the Excel, look at our results, so the Excel results, and then this is what you submit to your students for them to study. Then you stop.